Everyone, welcome back to another episode. As we continue on this theme of how you can scale your business to $1 million plus. As a business owner, yes, you need a vision. You need to understand where you're going to go. But what you'll find within the first few years, especially in the first 5 years, is that your business will take its own flow. It will follow its own pattern. And what you'll find is things will start to work and you'll want to push more in that direction. And you'll probably want to pull away from the things that aren't working. I, for one, had a vision at the beginning and it is nowhere near where I am right now. In fact, short-term rentals wasn't even in the vision when I first started out. But then I realized it was a good service. I realized that we could make some good money from it. And I realized that also we could rinse and repeat the model over and over again in multiple different locations worldwide, and it works. So I did more of that. I allowed that vision to sort of change. I was flexible in what I was initially setting out to do. And I think that's the main thing. Don't get so stuck in your way that it actually prevents you taking on a different avenue. So for example, when I first started in this game, I very much thought I'm going to do buy, refurbish, refinance, and I am also going to have tenants, and I'm going to build my portfolio for my pension fund to maybe 5-10 properties. That would give me around $3 to $4 grand a month. Happy days, that will do. I quickly pivoted and realized there was a massive opportunity in the short-term rental game, that I could earn 3 to 4 times more money each and every month, that I could actually move a hell of a lot quicker using that strategy through the rental arbitrage or rent-to-rent strategy as it's known in the UK. And I could add hundreds of properties into my portfolio and ultimately make tens, if not hundreds of thousands of pounds in terms of cash flow each and every month. That for me was worth following. That's where my vision changed. I followed the flow of that vision and I continued to push in that direction. Coming back to kind of the first point that we talked about understanding what your profitable products and services are to make sure that you're not wasting time and effort going down the wrong rabbit hole and maybe expending a lot of time for something that isn't as profitable as, say, a service that works. I've done this. I had, the whole, you need 7 revenue streams to be a millionaire, all that sort of stuff, and you start thinking, right, I need to find 7 different services or products to sell. That's not necessarily the case. I feel, again, as I said in episode number 1 of this series, that I have 3 main products, which is, rental arbitrage, buying assets and managing for other people and putting them all on the short-term rental strategy. They're my 3 core products. I've got rid of pretty much everything else to do with the businesses that we used to do, servicing, maintenance, cleaning, linen. We used to do all these other furniture setups, things like that, and it just wasn't profitable enough. So we cut those departments out and we focused on the core products, and that has allowed the business to scale much quicker because we know what works, we know how to do it, we're very efficient in it, and it's rinse and repeat. So the main message is, don't get stuck on something and just flog it and flog it and flog it if it's not working. Or even if it is working, be open to trying a few new different things. I've tried development, I do BRR, I've tried, lease options, all this sort of stuff. Business is an ever-changing game. We always get thrown a curveball. We recently had one with COVID. We've got to be adaptable. We've got to look how we can change, but always have a focus on what your core product is. You don't want to be dancing around trying this, trying that, and not really understanding what's working for you, where your time should be invested, and where you're making the most money. As always, this episode is sponsored by iPrac, and don't forget to check out the Luke Stays franchise if you haven't already, as we're continuing to scale worldwide, and I would love any partners listening from anywhere in the world to reach out to us and open a franchise on behalf of the Luke Stays franchise. Speak soon.